Thanks a lot for joining this session. My name is Francesco. I'm part of the CleverTap team. For the ones who don't know, CleverTap is the all-in-one engagement and retention platform. So we help companies segment, understand, and engage users at scale by using advanced analytics and actionable analytics, product A/B testing, and orchestration and omnichannel strategies and capabilities. Today, the session is going to be all about how Quandoo managed to boost retention up to 35% and improve operational efficiency. Today on stage, unfortunately, this is not a real stage, but I have Maria here with me, marketing leader at Quandoo. Quandoo is a company that has been partnering with us for quite some time, and she will be sharing her success story with all of you. Okay, before we start, I would like to see how many marketing leaders we have in the room today. So if you could please raise your hands, that would be awesome. Wow, quite a few. So I hope you will get the most out of this session, and yeah, we can start. All right, so before diving into the topic, I would like to talk about dating, actually. So I think this is a common topic among everyone, probably. So imagine you are in the process of finding the one, the lifelong partner, the one who can fulfill all of your needs, right? The one who can travel with you, the one who can, I don't know, satisfy your deepest desires, the one who can, read books with you, cook something with you, and so the one who can actually make you feel fulfilled, right? But instead of going through this process, you instead decide to start dating multiple people at the same time to try and see if these people can actually fulfill all of your needs in a scattered way, right? And so you start dating someone because maybe you need some chemistry. And then you start dating somebody else because maybe you like traveling with that person. But imagine, right, juggling from date to date would be extremely exhausting, right? So you don't want to do that. So the reason why I'm bringing up this analogy is because in the ideal world, you want to find the perfect match. So the one who can actually satisfy you from all angles. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because in the CRM and marketing space, we believe that marketing leaders have been taught to date multiple platforms. One CRM platform for engagement at scale. And then, I don't know, let's say an analytics platform to analyze the user behavior. And then a product A/B testing platform to A/B test the UI, UX. But again, going back to the analogy, right? This is exhausting. This is time consuming. It's not operational efficient, right? And so you want to make sure that you improve and streamline your processes as much as possible. Now, at CleverTap, we believe that the era of serial dating is over. Why is that? Marketeers have been asked to do more with less, or if I have to rephrase this, how to do better actually with less. And the reason for that is because we have seen a drop in marketing budget from 2016 to 2024. And so this impacts a lot of things when it comes to engagement, right? And so as you can see from the screen, 75% of marketeers believe that they do not have enough resources or technology to fulfill their marketing needs. Whereas, I don't know, 65% of marketing programs have been slowed down due to cross-functional collaboration. So as you can see, there is a little bit of scattered sort of approach when it comes to engagement and retention. And due to the marketing budget drop, you want to try and optimize things as much as possible. So we have seen a market shift. So we believe that we are going from an excess market, so from a market where companies used to spend a lot of money on tools, actually trying to consume the budget by the end of the fiscal year as much as possible, right? And so companies used to spend a lot of money on multiple tools, and so it's not very efficient, right? It's an excess. And so the shift is now moving towards an efficiency market. What do I mean by that? We are in a market where since marketeers have been asked to do better with less, we are in a market where companies try to consolidate the tech stack as much as possible, right? They try to avoid spending a lot of money on multiple tools. They try to find those platforms that can actually address all of their needs in a sort of multifunctional way. And so we believe that there are plenty of benefits of being in an efficiency market. And here you can see some of them. So the first one is operational efficiency. So what do I mean by that? So instead of, for example, imagine you want to trigger a campaign for a specific cohort of users. I don't know, let's say users who are based out of Germany, from 25 to 35 years old, who spend more than 100 euros per month, who have been returning to the app over and over more than 10 times, right? But then in order for you to do this, most likely you need to pull the audience from your analytics tool into the CRM platform if you are lucky enough. Or maybe you need to rely on the data science team to pull the audience, wait for them, chase them up, sending emails, hey, give me the audience, right? I'm stuck here, I need to trigger this campaign. And so this is not efficient. So in an efficiency market, we believe that technology can actually help companies streamlining these processes. And so operational efficiency for us means being able to trigger your campaigns as fast as you possibly can. And so this is one of the benefits of being in an efficiency market. And then the second thing is data accuracy. Now, what do I mean by data accuracy? As you all know, if you are using more than one platform for your engagement needs, sometimes what happens is that when you try to analyze audiences, the definition of, I don't know, let's say churn user, or returning user, or monthly active user is not that accurate, and it's pretty much scattered across all platforms that you are using. And so the benefits of having the perfect partner, let's say, is that all of this data hinged on the same data lake. And so you don't need to push data from platforms to platforms. And so this could potentially increase your data accuracy by a lot. And so the more accurate data means better targeting. Better targeting means better engagement. Better engagement means better retention, right? And so you want to make sure that your data is as accurate as possible. Now, the power of the one. Let's say that you decide to date the one. And so here we put together a few criteria that you might want to have a look at when it comes to choosing the one, right? And so the first one I would say would be the single partner integration, right? So usually companies tend to underestimate the amount of time that it takes to integrate a platform, right? So companies say, yeah, vendors say, it takes from 4 to 6, 8, 9 weeks, and then you end up taking like 3 months to integrate just one platform. Imagine if you would need to do this at scale with multiple platforms at the same time. And so the benefits of being in an efficiency market is that if you rely on one platform, the one, you can kind of bypass that and go through a single partner integration. The second thing is a flexible pricing model. So when it comes to choosing the one, you also want to make sure that the pricing model that the vendor is offering aligns with your needs. So I want to give you some examples. If you are operating in the, I don't know, let's say in the gaming space or in the ad-driven space, sometimes what happens is that you have a lot of users, so massive user base, but low LTV, right? So you don't convert the entire user base. And so finding providers that invoice you or charge you based on the number of monthly active users is not going to be efficient for you, right? Because you can't really convert the entire user base. And so you want to go with a provider that is able to give you, for example, I don't know, a bucket of data points for you to be able to become more efficient in terms of data consumption. Another criteria, I would say, it would be the multifunctionality side of things. And so imagine finding a platform, the one, that can help you address multiple use cases at the same time, where there is as much overlap as possible, right? So that would be another criteria that you might want to have a look at. And then long data retention. Of course, if you know a lot of stuff about your users, And so where the user comes from, age, birthday, spending habits, best session of the day, most performing time of the week, and so on and so forth. If you know all of this stuff, of course you can interact with the users better. But imagine if you know this at scale, backwards up to 10 years. Imagine if I know everything about the user from the very first moment in which they join your app or your digital business. And so that would be another criteria that you might want to have a look at. Now, here you can see some of the businesses that managed to improve retention and operational efficiency through CleverTap. Some of the German brands we work with, like Trainline, Hochbahn, Quandoo, Humano, and so on, managed to do this through CleverTap, or like there are for sure other platforms that do something similar. But today, the story is going to be all about how Quandoo actually managed to do this, and so I want to give the stage to our stellar guest, Maria, who will showcase how she managed to achieve that.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
I think I need to be near the laptop.
Yes.
So, hello everyone. I'm glad that you're here, so many people. Let me tell you a bit more about ourselves. So what is Quandoo, basically? We work in 11 markets, and this is the reservation platform for diners, so they can easily find a perfect place for restaurants to go on a date, for example. We have an app, we have a portal. We also have the product for restaurants, so basically then they can manage their seats, receive reservations from Google, from any other platforms, from our partners. This is how it works. So basically, we seated all the millions of diners. And the way it works is when you go out, you make reservation, and then you earn points, and then you receive cash back. And that's basically what my precious team is focusing on. I'm managing a team of several professionals. We are working on content and retention. So basically all the channels like related to retention, like email, app, communication on the portal, some product marketing, some new features. This is all on our side. Let me give you a bit of a background how we're using CleverTap. So we've been migrating since the start of the year, and then that's the moment when we started to use this platform. What happened before? We have quite messy data sets, I would say. So it wasn't clear where the data flows, what is about the user, what is the behavior, etc. So we went through the process of optimizing overall this flow, trying to understand better our customers, their behavior in different markets, in different languages, by the way. So us as a team, we also need to deliver quite a lot of campaigns, regular basis, in various markets, in several languages, and we're still quite a small team. So basically, we went through this process of migration, and I can share with you some nice results already. What do I see right now? So with CleverTap, it was very helpful, I would say, in terms of education overall about data, what's the better way to use it. Again, now we have all the flow inside one platform. We have data analytics that can help us to plan campaign, to understand, to filter out campaigns that we don't want to do anymore because we have all the information about our previous campaigns in one platform. Our amazing BI team helped us, of course, from the start to define these user attributes, to define the best events, to define these moments, what are the best touch points. So, for example, we figure out that users who made reservation like yesterday, they tending to make more reservations like tomorrow and the day after. So our communication should be very real-time basis, let's say. We need to focus on real-time data analytics to drive this user behavior, because I don't know what's your user behavior, but I think sometimes you make reservation, then plan change, then you make another reservation, and we want people to go to Quandoo for that. So what do we have here? what I wrote on the slide. Let me read. As a result, we reduce like our cross-department dependencies, so we don't need to go to our BI team right now every time. We can make everything inside our marketing team. Now, the main result is we have twice more marketing campaigns, let's say, that we can manage, and we can deliver content much faster, reuse it. Here you can see one of the example of campaigns that we had. Basically, it was in July. We have a foodie festival, and all the users could receive 3 more points for every reservation. I would like to share with you kind of the feature that I really like, because I'm a visual learner, and for me, like all the data spreadsheets can be overwhelming a bit. But with these type of features, I think it's very clear what do we want to achieve. This funnel analysis can be even expanded. You can have, I don't know, 5 steps or even more, just like wanted to present the easiest one. So we see on the left side the app launched, notification completed means that we send some push notification, and afterwards COP reservation completed is the name of our event when the user making reservation, basically. So this is a really nice, I would say, thing to do. Anytime we can go to this dashboards area in CleverTap, click and see easily what happens there. So we don't spend a lot of time on reporting. Next one. So what happens, how we drove this retention? First, we couldn't do it with like very reliable partner because, again, about the data accuracy, it's quite hard to capture all the information about user behavior. But now we can it, and that's why it helped us to grow. So basically, throughout all this year, we tried different campaigns. Yeah, it was like double points, triple points. We had also some new automated flows. We have more triggered campaigns in the app for email marketing also. Here you can see one of our campaigns that called Cashback Challenge. So basically, throughout several months, users can make reservation and then receive even more points with every new reservation. So in this type of campaign, you can imagine it's very important to communicate properly. So today you make the reservation. Next reservation, you will receive this amount of point. And then we need to communicate it in Italian, in Finnish, in English, but in Australia, in Singapore, in UK, all over our markets. So if we didn't have this type of platform, just want to be real to make it, that's all. So basically we tested different campaigns, we tested different messaging. Again, because of the automatization and personalization, we can make it much faster and easier right now. I would say, as a lead, I see that educational moment overall, it's very important for our team because it's something new. Some of team members never touched this topic of CRM retention before. So it was also very helpful to have a partner who will kind of help us and explain what's the best way to do. We drove the customer retention, improved segmentation, relevance of messaging, and again, we make it everything inside our team. We don't need anyone else to deliver all this stuff. Let me go further. So here you can see some example of a journey. So this one basically doesn't represent a lot for you right now. I just wanted to show that the interface is quite nice. Overall it's easy to use. In terms of drag and drop, we can define what was, for example, the past behavior. This is the expiration entry. So basically, points could be expired. Meanwhile, we understand that it's about to expire. We can send communication to the user. But then we have different ways to communicate it and different days. And then imagine one user can already make one more reservation, so their points won't be expired. So he will be allocated to another flow. Here you can see the example that we communicate between 23rd and 29th day, 16th and 23rd day, and then closer basically to the event that it happened. Then we have different type of users. So basically user can have already enough points to redeem or not enough points to redeem, and we still need to communicate with them. So this is kind of the flow. It's just for one market, and we have a lot of them right now. Just to be on a visual side, I would like to show you how it looks. So on the left side, you can see our newsletters. You can see these small things like a user attribute customer email. So basically that's how it works. In a scale when you have like some information about the user. So the triggers and the attribute are captured from the start, but at the same moment, we use personalization inside our communication materials. So this one about the cashback, this one about the like promo code that we're giving away, I think, yeah. And here you can see the in-app messages that we also been showing to our users. The one on the left is for Valentine's special. By the way, this upcoming Valentine also will have this type of campaign. It was kind of successful one. So make reservations in Quandoo, please, for your dates. Yeah, we have this one, and on the right side you can see this special for you. So this is the way we capture users who have like fitted some conditions. I don't know, who are about to churn, for example, or we know that they're not with us for quite a long time. So maybe we can inspire them to stay with us by giving them promo code for extra loyalty points. Yeah, next one is push notifications, also several examples, the way we do it. So you can see that we have action-based campaigns. So for example, event can be abandoned RDP. For us, RDP is like restaurant detail page. So basically the page where you can see all the information about restaurants. So if in the app, some user visited this page, then they decided maybe to go to another or quit the app, we are following with them with our notifications saying like, don't go, please, your table is still waiting for you. So this is like a nice example, I think, of a real-time event and that we can use. Then we have, I don't know, reminder campaign. Again, the same for users who have been sleepy, who are about to churn. We send them reminders that you still have the code that you can use. And seasonal campaign, yeah, we kind of craft it depending on the season. Although again, with different markets, in Singapore, it's all the time summertime. And then in Australia, basically, we also adopt our communication because we cannot say right now it's cold outside, get warm, for example, because in other parts of the world, it's not cold at all. So yeah, that's how we manage also this one internally. Yes. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Maria. So yeah, just to summarize this, you want to find the one, right? So the one who can help you understand, segment, and engage at scale through customer data and analytics, experimentation, personalization, and campaign orchestration. So that's the message when it comes to dating the one, right? In a nutshell. Just to summarize this, just to wrap this up, sorry. As you might know, Forrester is one unbiased organization. They conducted an independent study. They essentially interviewed most of our clients on a one-to-one setup, and they came up with these beautiful numbers, as you can see. So the power of the one, right? Like having, for example, an all-in-one platform can save 20% of costs in terms of billing and invoice, so you don't want to get charged by multiple providers, or 35% improved conversion rate due to a faster go-to-live for your marketing campaigns, and so on. By the way, if you want, you can also scan this QR code and it will get redirected to a page where you can insert your data, and Forrester will be able to come up with some metrics for you that might be relevant when it comes to optimization. And then another quick thing. If you want, you can swing by booth number 6. We are going to be more than happy to build this value champion report. So essentially, this report is going to showcase how your organization is positioned against your competition when it comes to operational efficiency and optimization. And so if you want, we can also score your organization in that sense. So also feel free to swing by booth number 6, and we are going to be able to do this for you. I hope this was useful and relevant. Thanks a lot for joining the session. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone.